Bruce Willis, once the electrifying action star whose presence could fill a room and command global attention, now faces a quiet battle that no movie set can depict. Behind the fame, wealth, and iconic roles lies a human story of vulnerability, resilience, and the slow, inevitable impact of a neurodegenerative disease. Known for his larger-than-life characters in Die Hard, The Sixth Sense, and Pulp Fiction, Willis's private reality contrasts sharply with the heroics on screen. The family that once shared his laughter and adventures is now navigating a world of silence, medical care, and difficult decisions about legacy and inheritance. This is not a tale of scandal or Hollywood gossip, but a profoundly human portrait of love, loss, and the quiet dignity of a man gradually slipping from the life he once led. Bruce Willis's wealth and financial planning, despite retiring from acting in 2022 due to his declining health, Bruce Willis's financial empire remains substantial, with an estimated net worth of $250 million in 2025. His career earnings, boosted by blockbuster films and royalties, ensured long-term financial stability. Films like The Sixth Sense earned him tens of millions from box office percentages and distribution rights, while the Die Hard franchise alone brought over $100 million. Beyond movies, Bruce invested in real estate and liquidated portions of his portfolio, including a $23.8 million Idaho mansion, preparing for long-term care. He set up a trust fund managed by his wife, Emma Hemming Willis, to ensure his children would inherit assets fairly. The trust reflects Bruce's foresight and care, balancing ongoing care costs while securing the family's financial future. Even in declining health, Willis's financial decisions show a commitment to protecting his loved ones, the family and emotional weight of illness. Bruce Willis's illness is not just a medical challenge, it is a deeply emotional journey for his family. Emma Hemming Willis shoulders the dual responsibilities of managing finances and coordinating care while trying to preserve the family's unity. Each transaction, each asset sold, carries emotional weight, representing both Bruce's fading presence and the practical realities of care. The children, especially the eldest Rumer, experience an abstract grief, confronting numbers on paper as symbols of a father slowly disappearing. The family's emotional resilience is tested daily, balancing the material and spiritual aspects of Bruce's legacy. The interplay between love, responsibility, and financial necessity creates a profound tension, illustrating how even immense wealth cannot shield a family from the human cost of neurodegenerative disease. Diagnosis and the reality of frontotemporal dementia. Bruce Willis was diagnosed with frontotemporal lobe degeneration, a progressive neurological disorder that gradually strips away communication and behavioral control. Initially, subtle signs appeared: forgotten lines, slower reactions, and fatigue during filming. But the disease advanced faster than expected. The diagnosis transformed his daily life and the family's routines. Acting, the career that defined him, became impossible, forcing him into full-time care. His condition requires constant supervision and specialized living arrangements to ensure safety and comfort. For a man whose career thrived on energy, precision, and verbal command, the inability to communicate is profoundly isolating. The disease's progression reshapes family dynamics, shifting Bruce's role from provider and connector to someone who exists primarily through memory, presence, and brief expressions, leaving the family to adapt to a reality that no script could predict. Emma Hemming Willis, balancing love and responsibility. Emma Hemming Willis carries the immense responsibility of both managing Bruce's trust and overseeing his daily care. Every financial decision, from selling properties to allocating funds for long-term care, carries emotional significance, as each action symbolizes the gradual loss of her husband. Emma navigates this dual role with patience, compassion, and careful planning, often confronting her own grief while supporting the children. She must ensure fairness among the 5 children, maintain legal compliance, and manage emotions tied to Bruce's legacy. Emma's role is both operational and deeply personal, reflecting her love and dedication. Her balancing act demonstrates how caregiving extends beyond medical duties, encompassing emotional stewardship and the delicate task of honoring a loved one's life and memory while preparing for a future without them. Generational challenges and family dynamics. Bruce Willis's family structure, including 2 marriages and 5 children, adds complexity to managing his assets and care. The eldest daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah, from his marriage to Demi Moore, possess memories of a healthy, engaged father, while Mabel and Evelyn, from his marriage to Emma, only know a quieter, dependent Bruce. These generational differences create varied emotional responses and understanding of his illness. Rumor, and Scout in particular, sometimes feel sidelined in financial decisions despite legal fairness. The children's experiences demonstrate how chronic illness can shape intergenerational dynamics, influence emotional bonds, and create nuanced tensions that extend beyond typical family structures. Emma's navigation of these dynamics requires sensitivity, transparency, and an effort to bridge gaps while maintaining fairness and prioritizing Bruce's safety and comfort. Bruce Willis's personality and resilience. Despite his illness, Bruce Willis's core personality remains evident to those close to him. Known as a quiet, disciplined, and principled individual, Bruce never relied on public statements or media attention to define his identity. His career reflects fairness, respect for colleagues, and dedication to craft. This resilience, cultivated from childhood challenges like stuttering, hard work in manual jobs, and perseverance in acting, shaped a man who faced obstacles with calm determination. Even as he loses verbal communication, his presence, expressions, and subtle interactions convey the essence of his character. The family's care strategy honors his personality, emphasizing connection, dignity, and continuity of identity, ensuring that Bruce remains present emotionally, even if limited physically and verbally. The silent battle and family adaptation. Bruce's illness transforms daily family life into a series of quiet rituals designed to maintain connection. Reading together, listening to music, and telling stories beside him create moments of intimacy that bypass verbal communication. These small gestures form a framework for spiritual therapy, sustaining emotional bonds despite the disease's limitations. Each interaction, smile, or glance becomes deeply significant, reminding the family that Bruce is still aware, even if he cannot respond verbally. The adaptation illustrates the creativity, patience, and emotional strength required to support a loved one with a progressive neurological condition. The family's ability to find meaning in silence highlights the resilience of human connection, demonstrating that presence and love transcend traditional forms of communication. The impact of fame and career choices. Bruce Willis's professional life shaped both his financial security and the family's experiences. His dedication to fair contracts, punctuality, and professionalism earned respect in Hollywood while protecting long-term earnings through royalties and profit sharing. These decisions now fund specialized care and maintain family stability. His career, built on persistence through adversity and careful navigation of fame, contrasts sharply with the helplessness imposed by disease. While films immortalized his image, the reality of illness emphasizes the vulnerability behind celebrity success. The juxtaposition of cinematic heroism and personal struggle underscores that wealth, fame, and skill cannot shield someone from human fragility, reminding the public that even legendary figures confront mortality and dependence. Lessons of perseverance and family love. Bruce Willis's life story, beyond the screen, offers lessons in perseverance, dedication, and the quiet power of family love. From overcoming a childhood stutter, surviving financial struggles, and pursuing acting with relentless determination, to facing illness with dignity and trust in his family, Bruce exemplifies resilience. His loved ones continue his legacy through care, fairness, and emotional support. Every gesture, decision, and ritual around him reinforces the values he embodied: presence over words, actions over statements, and love over fame. The family's handling of illness, Property and Memory highlights how human relationships endure even amid profound loss, reflecting an enduring lesson about strength, compassion, and the quiet courage required to navigate life's ultimate challenges. Conclusion: a legacy beyond the spotlight. Bruce Willis leaves a legacy that transcends wealth and cinematic fame. His final years, marked by silence and dependency, reveal a man of deep principle, quiet strength, and profound influence on those around him. The family's dedication ensures his dignity, preserving both memory and presence. Bruce's life teaches that perseverance, fairness, and love define a person more than public recognition. His story, from childhood challenges to Hollywood triumphs, and finally to the delicate management of illness and family, demonstrates the human capacity to face loss with courage. Even as he fades from public view, the echoes of his actions, character, and care for family endure, providing a timeless example of resilience, devotion, and humanity.